Freddie Coleman is with us from ESPN, and I gave away Freddie's pick because I was listening to Freddie on the way home from work last night. Good morning, Freddie. How are you?
I'm good, my man, and you didn't give it away. That's why I put it out there for everybody to listen to.
Well, I mean, on my show in the morning here, I was going to let some suspense, but I'm with you. But not an easy choice here. But you do like the New England Patriots to win this game. Why did you land on New England, Freddie?
Two reasons: Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. To be honest with you, and you look man for man, the Atlanta Falcons. They have more talent than the New England Patriots. They have a lot of speed at the defensive positions. The wide receiver position is better. The offensive line is better. We know the quarterback is better between Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. I'm still going to take him. But I think it shows exactly what kind of equity Bill Belichick and Tom Brady have, in that plenty of people know that the Atlanta Falcons have more talent, but they believe so much in Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and I'm on that line. I'm on that side of the fence when it comes to them. I think you give these two guys, especially Bill Belichick, 2 weeks, they're not going to stop Atlanta, but they're going to slow them down enough and make big plays and put that pressure on them. That's why I decided to side with Tom Brady and the Patriots getting 5 instead of the Falcons and Matt Ryan getting number 1.
And I also think that Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, is like a little cult hero there in New England. You know, we're localizing this Super Bowl, Freddie, and Patricia played and coached at RPI back 1992 through 1996, and we ran an interview with him yesterday for television on News Channel 13. He was talking about, the X's and O's, and he likes to just, the engineering part of this. He's so darn smart that he loves to scheme and game plan. So I throw him into the equation as coming up with a plan along with Belichick. They don't get to the quarterback too much, but they do take your best players away from you, and I think that's what they'll do on Sunday.
Well, number one, Matt Patricia, he is way overqualified to be an NFL head coach with the kind of ability he has from a cognitive standpoint. But you are exactly right. All great coaches, especially in games like this, they always want to make you play with your non-dominant hand, and that's something that Bill Belichick has had a lot of experience doing. Look, when he played the Buffalo Bills as defensive coordinator of the New York Giants, he essentially early on took away Thurman Thomas and said, Buffalo, we're going to get pressure on Jim Kelly, we're going to make you throw, and we're not going to let that guy beat us. Same thing in the Super Bowl against the St. Louis Rams. He knew about the Rams and the greatest show on turf, but he felt the key was Marshall Faulk. Anytime he got the football, they hit him, and then the Rams did not make that adjustment until it was too late, and they wound up losing that Super Bowl anyway. Believe me, Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia, I guarantee you, and I will stake your money, Rodger, on this, they're going to take away that running game of the Atlanta Falcons. They are not going to let Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman make this team a two-fisted attack. They're going to make them as predictable as possible, and when they do, that's when they get creative with those schemes and those exotic packages they're going to have. They're going to take away that running game, force Atlanta to go on a lot of second and third and longs, and then we'll see exactly what the Falcons are going to be able to do to make that adjustment, because I think that's what New England is going to do on Sunday.
Freddie, Ryan Mariano in with Rodger this morning. So from one local player to another with Dion Lewis, we were talking in the segment prior to this whether Dion Lewis will score a touchdown. I'm big into the props. I know you guys had a guy on your show last night talking about a lot of prop bets, and one of them is, will Dion Lewis score a touchdown? Rodger says yes. I'm a little bit skeptical. What do you think?
I think he'll get a touchdown, mainly because LeGarrette Blount's going to get a lot of the tough yardage running the football. And it wouldn't surprise me Julian Edelman has a touchdown catch, or Chris Hogan. But I think Dion Lewis can not only get you a touchdown running the football, also receiving and maybe in special teams. So he has 3 different ways where he can score a touchdown. We saw him do that in that first playoff game against the Houston Texans. So because Tom Brady is so good at finding open guys and getting matchups where he wants them, where they can take advantage of those matchups, I could see a Dion Lewis on a linebacker getting past him, getting wide open because they were able to scheme him and get him open. So I think it's likely that he'll get one touchdown at least in this game versus Atlanta.
Tom with Freddie Coleman, ESPN. Freddie and Fitz do a phenomenal job on ESPN. And Freddie, I look at the numbers, and 5 times in the Super Bowl when the number 1 offense went up against the number 1 defense, 4 out of the 5 times it was the defense that prevailed, or the team that had the number 1 defense 4 out of the 5 times, and it was 1-on-1. That was the team that won. So furthering our point here that the New England Patriots get this done on Sunday.
Well, and look at last year where you had the Carolina Panthers, how prolific they were offensively against the Denver Broncos defense that had a great run and was the top defense in the National Football League. and they completely shut down Cam Newton. And by that, they still only won that game. It wasn't as if they ran away and hid from the Carolina Panthers, mainly because they were really conservative on offense. If New England's able to slow down the Atlanta Falcons more than anybody could have realized, I think the Patriots will win this game by at least 10 points, because I don't believe the Falcons' defense will have enough, even with Vic Beasley and those fast young guys on defense. I don't think they'll have enough to avoid being frustrated, and Tom Brady will be able to take advantage of that. So if we see a lot of frustration early along the lines of what we saw with the Carolina Panthers against the Denver Broncos last year, the difference is this Patriots offense is far better than that Broncos offense last year. They'll put up 34, 35 points really quickly and win this game by 10 points if they're able to do to them what that Broncos defense was able to do to that Panthers offense last year, because the Patriots offense is so good and can score points very, very quickly.
Do you think the game plan for Belichick will be to pound the football? I mean, this Atlanta defense is really fast. I mean, they are a very fast defense. They're not overly big. Could you see a game plan where they're pounding the football?
Yeah, but I think the one thing about the Patriots offense is that they're very David Bowie-esque, meaning they can be chameleons no matter what the situation is. If there'll be games where they say, okay, we're going to run the football, this football team, and they do that. There'll be other games they have a great balance between the running game and the passing game. Then we'll see what we saw against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship game where they're throwing the ball over the place. They are very, very fluid depending on the situation, depending on what kind of adjustments in game they have to make. And I think that's the one thing that has not been talked about enough with this Patriots team. We know they're going to rise and fall the way Tom Brady plays. But think about this. He wasn't exactly lighting the lamp when they played the Houston Texans. Threw a couple of picks, got frustrated with their pressure, and they were still able offensively to find big plays and get Deion Lewis doing this or LeGarrette Blount doing that. They've been really, really good that if something is working, they're not just trying to have Tom Brady win the football game. But when they need him to do it, when they need him to step up and make plays, like he did against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship game, he went out there and threw for over 300 yards, was finding everybody wide open, and Rob Gronkowski not a part of this team. They've been really, really good at whatever the situation dictates. They adapt to it and make it work for them, especially offensively.
Freddie, what's the final score?
I got Patriots 31, Falcons 21. I just think at a certain point in the fourth quarter, a mistake will be made by the Falcons offense, and the Patriots will take that and get a late-scoring touchdown, a late-scoring field goal to make it a two-possession game. That's what I believe is going to happen. Honestly, I'm hoping for 41-38, guys. I want the over-under number to go flying past that number that is right now 59.5, depending what sports book you're looking at in Las Vegas. But I think when it's all said and done, it'll be the under. I got the Patriots winning at 31-21.
All right, my man. And where are you watching the game, Freddie? I mean, are you going out? You have a big party? Is this just you and the fam hanging out? How are you going to take in the Super Bowl?
I like it when it's just me and the missus. We're just hanging out. We get some food. We enjoy each other's company. And it's not that I don't want to watch the Super Bowl with people, because I've done that and I've had a great time. But it's been kind of cool. It's just me and Denise just hanging out, watching the game. No beer being spilled on my shoes. No long line to the bathroom or anything like that. I can go as I please and do as I please, because only my wife's in my way and she's not in my way, if you know what I mean. So we're going to be homebound on Sunday watching the football game.
I'm with you on that. Hey, Freddie, you've been phenomenal all year. We'll reach back out for sure. We just can't thank you enough for everything you've done from the beginning of the NFL season. Now here we are to the end. So thanks for everything. You are the best, man.
It was my pleasure, Roger. You know how I feel about you, man. You know, I always got much love for you because you always returned that to me. Had a blast doing it. Can't wait to talk to you guys again soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Freddie. Good luck with the Super Bowl and just hanging out.